Good morning. It's turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? I've just got up, can you tell? Remy! 1 second, mate. Oh. Remy! Oh, Remy! Hello. What? Oh, he sneaks some on the side, see some food. Oh. How are you doing? Alright? Alright? Okie dokie. I wish I had that much fucking energy. When swimming, I don't even know the lyrics to that song. Tired. Oh, it smells beautiful. So, it's Friday, I think. Just gonna feed Remy. There you go. There you go. Come on then. Da 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 da. Na. So how you doing, guys? You alright? So, what have I got to tell you? Well, those of you that follow my channel consistently will know that my girl is here at the moment visiting from England. She came for 11 days in this trip. She came right at the beginning of August, the first week of August, I think, for 9 days. Went back for 2 days, booked a flight to come back and was here within a week. So she's been here for 11 days, well, 10. Today's her last day. So there will be no live streams today. Didn't do any yesterday either. But there'll be no live streams today because it's my last day with her. So I'm going to take her out for some breakfast and a coffee when she gets up. She's awake, but I said I'll go and do my morning briefing. But the good news is, from tomorrow we're back to normal. All right. So we'll do. There'll be a live stream tomorrow morning, early. If you're up, join me. I know many of you won't be, you lazy bastards, but SGR might be up because he's in Singapore, so he's 6 hours ahead of me. So he might be up. Well, he will be up, but maybe he's busy. So we'll do a stream tomorrow morning, because Saturday mornings, I like to go to butchers on a Saturday morning. Dunk's meat, you know what I'm saying? I like to get Remy a marrowbone or something like that. And get some bacon and that. But tomorrow I'm going to get a piece of steak, I think, for my dinner tomorrow afternoon. All being well. I'm watching Remy jumping around outside like a madman. So, we'll do a stream tomorrow morning, right? It's going to be early. It's going to be like 10, 11 UK time, something like that, I think. And then we're doing Saturday night streaming tomorrow night, Saturday night. So make sure you're available from 7 UK. Make sure you bring a drink with you, because we'll be having a few sherbets tomorrow night. I don't want to be too late to bed though. So I've started it half an hour earlier than usual, because that'll make all the difference, right? So, and then Sunday Sunday's a bit hit and miss. I never know what to do on a Sunday. But what I can tell you is from next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be doing streams at 2 and 7 UK time, I think. 2 and 7 UK time. So we will be back to our normal schedule. Right, let's give some nods to people that have supported my channel over the last few days. Obviously, that doesn't include people that watch the videos and thumbs up the videos and leave nice comments, the channel members, but these are people that have bought me a coffee or a beer using the super thanks, which is a love heart under my videos. So, to Holman, he says coffee. So he's bought me a coffee. Thank you, to Holman, you legend. Also a channel member, as is David Coleman, who said, if this doesn't end up in the vodka fund, get the Remster some marrowbones for the weekend. How cute is that? Thank you, brother. Watty, my man, also a channel member. All my channel members. Caught a few minutes of your night out, bro. That was the other night, Wednesday. Great to see you letting your hair down while you still got some. Hey, I'll have you know, all my mates I went to school with, they're all bald as fuck now. Here, I hope you bought your chick that drink. Yeah. Looking forward to catching up soon, and he's put, my man. Oh, and he's also followed up by saying, shit, have I got a story to tell you? What a crazy evening I just had. Well, that was 8 hours ago, so hopefully he'll tell me about that on Saturday night. Gareth Turner, Copites of Anfield, Liverpool FC YouTube channel. Hooray. Get yourself a coffee, bro. And yeah, we're up to date on that because there's no, obviously, no acknowledgements from the live streams because I haven't done any. So yesterday I did go and buy the Spanish Football Daily newspapers for you. Where they are, I don't know, because I wanted to show them in a video yesterday to verify that I had them. Was it verified? Validate. Remember someone said I needed to validate what I was reading out. But I couldn't find them. And she said, oh, they'll be in the car. And I got in the car, they're not in the car. So I don't know where they are, but it's irrelevant anyway because there was nothing in them. So there was nothing in those yesterday, if you're wondering why I didn't do anything. I mean, we really would have been clutching if I'd have made a video yesterday, because there was a little bit in there about the reserve goalkeeper at Valencia, which is kind of related to Milli Vanilli at Valencia. And then there was a bit about Merino, the midfielder at Real Sociedad, which had run parallel with our interest in Zubimendi, if you remember Arsenal's interested in. So it was just, there's no point in making a video for the sake of doing that. Doing a video. Oi, what are you doing? He's trying to open the door to get in, listen. He failed, he saw me, he's bottled it. He can open the kitchen door, let's see if he does it. That's him trying. I've never seen him do it before. But sometimes I'm outside and I'm like, how the fuck did he get in? Anyway, so this morning I'm going to go and get you the newspaper. Sorry, I'm thinking about him. I'm going to go and get the Spanish Football Dailies again this morning, and I'll take my good lady for a coffee somewhere. Do you know what? I don't think I'm going to take her breakfast today. I bet stacks of bacon in there. Should I do some bacon? Nah, fuck, that's more for me when she's gone, isn't it? It's been in there a while though. How long can you keep bacon for if it's sealed, like in a sealed container? It better be all right. See what I mean? Be all right, won't it? Yeah, there's no wrong with that. But I can't be asked to do it because if I do with bacon, I just have bacon and a couple of fried eggs or just bacon on its own or something. She'll want something fancy with it, like, you know, can I have a poached egg this way up or fucking... Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll have scrambled egg. What the fuck's it? Do you know what I mean? No, I'll take her to a cafe. one thing I have realised, right, is I've been on my own a long time, do you know what I mean? Well, not that long. And why am I starting to whisper like Brian Clough? There's some benefits though. We'd have to be with someone to get those benefits. And I'm a popular man, believe it or not. Very chunky. The girls like chunky men, just saying. What I mean is, there are some other benefits, because last night I was just like pottering around, doing a bit on the computer. Next minute, dinner's ready. Chicken korma, rice, all this stuff and that. But with a bit of that. Now the only thing is, she goes home early tomorrow morning. So there'll be none of that in the morning, do you know what I mean? I'm not talking about chicken korma. So pray for me today. Get my aspirin down. Got to take care of business at some point today. Never known how to like you. She said to me yesterday, we were out in the car yesterday, and she said, you know, we made a little joke and that. And she said, you know, I'm a younger woman, you got to keep up with me. That was just walking to the fucking car. Look, I wouldn't want a younger woman, do you know what I mean? Like, they've got to be able to, like, I don't know, do decent Yorkshire puddings for a start. And in fairness, she did do some Yorkshire. Oh, she did some Yorkshires, yeah, they were alright, them, yeah. Yeah, she's alright, actually. So, my birthday's next month, if I make it. My 50th birthday. 50th. I'm going to have a party. Now, my birthday falls on Friday the 13th of September. Friday the 13th, which is also the day I was born on, Friday the 13th. Now, looking at my calendar, where's my calendar? There. We have to think about when we're going to have a little knees up, because I'm going to England on that Friday 13th. Maybe Friday 7th then. Yeah, it'll have to be not Friday 7th, Saturday 7th. We need to have a Saturday night steaming and do that. Maybe. My auntie and uncle are here then, they leave that day, so that might work in the evening. Right, okay, we'll think about it. Now, in December, I'm going to make a video about this. I'm organising a little get-together, like a few pints for channel members and, you know, VIP members and just people that are known in the community. You don't have to be a member or anything, but you need to be a regular. We need to know who you are. And we're having a little get-together in Birmingham on Saturday, the 14th of December. I actually bought my flight yesterday because my original flights, I had to change them because they changed the return flight on the 15th from late afternoon to like 8 in the morning. Well, that ain't going to happen, is it? So I had to change it. And so I booked a flight yesterday for the 14th. I'll be there. I'll get into Birmingham around midday. And I think we'll meet up around 3:30, something like that, 3 o'clock. Now, if you're interested in going to that, you need to email Charlotte, my daughter, support@koptalk.com or support@koptalk.org. It's the same thing. Because one, you need the venue, right? I know where I would like to have gone, but you know, we might do something a little different. And it's also, you know, you're not going to be able to get in unless your name's not down. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it is a ticketed event. Do you know what I'm saying? It's free, obviously. We're just having a drink. There's nothing fancy about it, but you can't just turn up on the day. You will not get in. So we need to have a list, and we have to let the, you know, peoples know who's coming and who's not coming. Well, not who's not coming. We'll be there all fucking day, won't we? We have to let them know who's coming. And if your name's not down, you won't get in. And there's nothing I can do about that near the event. So that's something that you're going to have to organise with Charlotte, all right? Rob's going, my son's going, I'll be there, and then quite a few, you know, people. It's a small thing. We're not doing like a big thing, guys. We're not like, that would be impossible anyway. You know what I mean? Like, how do you all communicate and shit? So it's just like, literally, if you live in the area, or if you want to come down Birmingham, we're choosing Birmingham because it's central. and just come along for a few pints, you know, and that's it. You know, you've seen them live streams with me and Rob do them. You know, we'd just like you to come along, and that. So you know, some of you live near there, so you can just pop along, can't you? I know Watt is going, Gareth Turner's going, I think, Alex, I think he said he's going. Yeah, so there'll be a few people there, so it's just something to do, do you know what I mean? We'll have a little natter and that, no fucking fancy or anything. I might buy you a packet of crisps if you play your cards right. So I really want to get Miserable Martin there, so I'm going to speak to him about it, see if we can raise a few bob, get his train fare paid, do you know what I mean? I've got to get him from Lincoln to Birmingham and home. I would love Jen to be there, but I think it's too far for Jen, to be honest. I'm not sure she'd want to be sat in a group of fucking pissed up fellas. It's like, no thanks. But what we will do, I'm sure, is go live. So if you aren't there, we'll do that. Now, oh, that's a point. And if any of you want to be on my Saturday night streams by recording a video of yourself, please let me know. Last week we had I think it was it Chris and I know Gareth did, I can't remember. I always get confused with usernames and the first names. But I had a couple of them, you know that video I played at To the Regiment, I wish I was there. Do you know what I mean? I play that clip every time someone buys me a drink. Well, I want to get more of them of you. So if you would like to be one of those random clips, all you need to do is sit there with with a camera like this on your phone and just go like, you know what I mean, like, To the Regiment, I wish I was there, and then neck your drink. That's it. It's how fucking easy is that? And if you don't want to do that, you can do anything. How cool would it be if I had someone saying, welcome to the stream, motherfucker, and I could play that every time someone came on and said, evening, Doug. You know, we got one off Dale, where he calls, I don't know, calls someone a bitch for leaving, I think, so I tend to play that when someone says they're off. Basically, any clips, as long as it's a generic statement that I can use in the video, perfect. The stream, sorry, perfect. And all you'd have to do is, you could email that to me, actually. You don't need to involve Charlotte in that. Dunk, D-U-N-K, at KopTalk.com. Do you know, over the years, I've had some Americans before say to me, like, they come on YouTube or they come on Facebook and they're going, KopTalk, is this about the police? Muraku. He gave up letting himself in. But what I've got to do now is I've got to go outside and clean up all the dog shit. Love doing that in the morning. Really enjoy doing that. That's the best part of having Remy. It's a little bit too hot to take him for too many walks at the minute because the feet, they burn on the concrete, you know, in July and August. So he's spending more time at home at the moment. I've still not had his balls chopped off though. They told me that might calm him down, or it won't calm me down. Would it calm you down? I'd be fucking raging, mate. Imagine that, waking up like that. What's up, babe? Where have I been? Oh, I've just had your balls removed. What? Calm me down? I go mental. Have you... Sometimes, you know, like, girls, you know, like when you're in a relationship, they'll go, are you going to get the snip then? No, you're going to get fucking stitched up. No, I'm not going to fucking snip. It doesn't hurt. How do you know? No, and I know it can go wrong as well, so fuck that. Imagine that. Imagine not being able to, like, you know, enjoy yourself too much. It's making me nervous as it is. Alright, is there anything else to talk about? I got some comments that I want to run by you. Make sure you're following me on X and Instagram at Duncan Oldham. Alright, because I've been putting some stuff out on them. And including this, look at this, look. We had this yesterday. Where is it? Look at that, look at this. Look at that. Okay, now. No wonder I'm a fat cunt, is there? I wouldn't never ever go and have something like that though. So, anyway, right. No offers for Manu Kone. Can you believe that? He's 23, great midfielder, and he's available for 20 million euros. What's that going to be, about 17 million quid or something? Why the fuck would you not take a stab at that? Morning briefing, comment. One day ago, Andy Byrne, I think that is. I know exactly what you're saying. I've suffered with my mental health for an extremely long time. It never goes away and it raises its ugly head every now and then. I nearly took my life in 1997. I couldn't cope because I didn't talk and I didn't realise what I had in front of me. The best thing to do is talk and don't be frightened to tell someone. I have my good days and I have my very dark days. And I will say this, life is too short to grind an axe. Keep up the laughs and most of all, keep the faith. How nice is that? Just got, the dogs are barking. That's a dishwasher. The dishwasher's fucked, by the way. Well, I don't think it's fucked. I think there's a blockage in there. I'm going to go and get some stuff today. Anyway, so I did reply to Andy. You know, I said keep going and that. You're right, life is too short to grind an axe. There's times in life when you fall out with people because this can be a different of opinion, misunderstanding, it could be drink. I don't know, but I don't like situations like that. And I'm not one for falling out with people. I could fall out with anyone, me, and the next day I'd be like, oh, just don't fucking worry about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if I was raging, full of anger, they're a complete div. Honestly, my worst hater could knock on my front door and say, I'm sorry for everything I've done to you, but I need some help. And I'd help them, you know, so... Yeah, life is too short to grind an axe. It's awful, to be honest with you, anything like that. But yeah, you know, we was talking on here about not so much mental health. People throw that saying around a lot. You know, like, oh, I've got to look after my mental health. It's like, oh, fucking get a grip. You know, we're talking about genuine people that's like, well, what you got to look after your mental health for? Oh, I've had a terrible day at work today. 5 minutes later I had to work. I'm not sure I can... Fuck off, I can't stand people like that. Do you know what I mean? I remember when my mum was in hospital dying, you bump into people, how are you doing? Oh, you wouldn't believe the struggle I'm going through right now. Why? Well, I missed my bus and then my carrier bag burst. I'm sure I'm depressed. But what I was saying basically is we have a community here to help people. And I'll be honest with you, during my dark days, I think I hit 2 very dark days, probably in the last 4 years. Around the COVID lockdowns time when I was on my own in this house. And we had one of the strictest lockdowns in the world in Spain. You couldn't fucking go anywhere, you know what I mean, literally to a supermarket and back. Anyway, and I don't know, we were spending a lot of time at home, weren't we, and probably partying too much, not partying, but we would do the live streams more and drink more, and because we were all bored and people were like, do a stream, don't do a stream. And I just remember getting really depressed a couple of times, you know. And, you know, I got kids, so I would never do anything, but my dad committed suicide. His dad committed suicide. I know a couple of other people that committed suicide. It's not good. And but the reason I'm saying all this is that during my struggles, if you like, and I'm not talking about, oh, my mental health, I mean just like genuine feeling lost, lonely, which is funny because how can you be lonely when you've got zillions of friends and people that love you, but sometimes you can feel lonely in a room full of your friends. It's a strange one. And my therapy, if you like, has been you guys, like the comments you guys leave. Yeah, I have to endure a few numpties, but I quite enjoy them as well, which is why I make videos about them, because I like to talk about them. But the majority of the comments and the support I get on here, it just never ceases to amaze me. And when I say support, I don't mean someone buying me beer. Do you know what I mean? I mean, like, I remember saying only years ago that if I have too much stubble, that usually is a sign of me being run down or depressed, you know, when I'm starting to look like Zach Dingle. And then years later, you could be making a video like this with quite a bit of stubble and someone in the comments will say, no, you shouldn't have had a shave, don't you? All right, pal. Little things like that, and you think, fucking hell. You know? So I read your comments and they get me through my days. Like, my chick's going back tomorrow, right? Tomorrow morning, so I'll be on my own again, and that's perfectly fine, you know what I mean? Like, my routine will change again. We'll be busy with the transfer window, and then I'll be able to go on the Xbox for as long as I want with my friend Smooth next weekend. And I'll be able to do Saturday night stings. You can do all them things, but it means I'll have more time to myself. Like, I'll be on my own again, do you know what I mean? And that's when I read your comments. I read your comments, and I love it when you leave a comment, guys. I do, honestly. It gets me through my day. And what my message is really is, don't ever feel that you haven't got anyone. And that's no, like, lovey-dovey, lefty, cuddling, fucking tree-hugging, candle-burning, flip-flop wearing, rainbow flag waving, you know, oh, let's have mental health sessions together. No, it just means, hey, look, right? Don't be like, think that you rock hard and all that shit and you can't admit that you're feeling down or anything. You come to me, right? My email address is dunkd@koptalk.com. I will always reply to you immediately if I get an email from someone that I can tell needs to hear from someone, or me, or whatever. But taking part in this community, someone commented recently, you know, I'm not really known around here. I see you guys on the stream and it's like you all know each other, but yeah, but we'd know you if you said, hey, how are you doing? And then you came back the next weekend. Do you know what I mean? That's it, you're in. You know what I mean? You're part of our lovely community then. Watty will tell you himself. Watty hasn't been around these parts forever. He hasn't been around here long, and he'll tell you. If you look in the comment section to this video, I'm sure he'll have commented, and he will tell you, as I've seen him say before, I didn't know anyone, I've been welcomed, everyone like just cares about him. You know, he's going to come to the get-together in December. This community exists for you. We're here for you. Yes, it's about Liverpool Football Club, but we're Liverpool fans, and it extends to people that support other teams that watch my videos as well. You know, because I do have them. I have Tottenham fans, Leeds fans, Arsenal fans, Manchester United fans watch my videos. So, you know, you're not on your own ever. All right. So I'm glad things are, you know, going better for you, Andy, and I'm glad that you didn't, you know, make the wrong decision in 1997, I think it was, you said. Okay, A.R. Crooks. Let's see what he's got to say. Dunk, as you know, I've been around these parts for 14 or 15 years. And I've got to say, I've not seen you this happy and content in a long time. And it's so refreshing to see. Never stress about us when the missus is with you. Your time with her is more important. Just means we enjoy the streams more when they return. Always love, big man. Roll on December, YNWA. See what I mean? Thank you, mate. Do you see what I mean? You know, yeah, she goes back to England tomorrow, and then it's a tricky situation because she lives in England and I live here, and she has responsibilities there, family responsibilities and work. And it's like, right, she can't take random time off work, that is for sure. It's a job that doesn't allow for that. Yes, you get time off, but literally when you're told you can have time off. But so it's difficult. It's going to be difficult for the next year or two. Do you know what I mean? She wants to come and live out here with me. Well, she'd live anywhere with me, not just because it's here, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, and we both know that, you know. So I have no idea what's going to happen, and neither does she. But we both want the same thing. But it will be tricky because you've got to go backwards and forwards, you know, which is why I'm going over there for my birthday. You know, a few months ago I was going to go and see Smooth on my birthday. But you know, these flights, you know, to England and back, and if you have to stay in a hotel or whatever, it ain't cheap, you know, and we're not millionaires, so. But we're going to give it a go, and I do appreciate your comment. And yeah, I did do a lot of streams when she first got here, you know, the afternoon and evening, and she was all right with that. She'd never complained once about any of them. Just one day when I went outside, she said, I'm a little bit bored, like, you know, I was doing the afternoon stream, and I was like, right, it's not fair. So that's why I'm not doing the streams at the moment, but I promise you they will be back next week, all right? Well, tomorrow, but properly scheduled from Monday. Jason Bate, Dunk, since I have come across your channel, I've loved every minute of your morning briefs and the videos and updates of transfers, the details you give and the streams you answer everyone. KopTalk is basically like an extended family, which is what I'm trying to give you guys. For everyone, ignore the downers and keep cranking on. Long live KopTalk and everyone that supports. Cheers for being real. That's so nice, Jason. He's a channel member as well. My channel members, you know, they really help me. Neil C8698, hi Dunk, new to your videos, etc. As I only found them a week or so ago after being a Liverpool fan through good and bad times for over 50 years. How on earth have I missed all of this? You are a breath of fresh air for me with all the things Liverpool, so thank you for what you do, and here's to you continuing for many more years. Oh, thank you, Neil, I appreciate that. See, we've got loads of newcomers. Mighty Guyver, watching the morning briefing whilst having breakfast. One newcomer who enjoys the briefings. They are light-hearted and human. I can't see all of the comment. I took a screenshot, but I've messed it up. But obviously someone that's happy. So that's good. So yeah, like, you know, sometimes people criticise me, not the regulars around here, but the people that are casual. They'll criticise me for moaning about the ones that leave bad comments, but no one ever criticises me for mentioning the good comments, and I balance them. You know what I mean? They're the genuine comments. Like, if there was a bad one in there or some numpty, I'd tell you, you know. I quite enjoy the bad ones as well, to be honest with you. I mean, sometimes I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. But usually the thick as two short planks. Like that guy the other day that said, well, it's a public forum, they can come in here and people can say what they want. Well, you can't go in a public house and tell a landlord how to run the place or be disrespectful, or you should get thrown out and kicked in, you know what I mean, by the doorman, you know what I mean? So, you can't do that. You can't in society just go and say what you want. And people hide behind this free speech thing. That's where all the racists and, you know, sexist fuckers and you know, all the people that are a little bit bitter, they hide behind free speech, or we need free speech. Well, you're allowed free speech, but you've still got to be respectful to other people. You know, you can't just be a cunt and hide behind free speech. That's what I think anyway. And don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these people that, you know, instantly jumps on someone with allegations of racism or sexism just because they've said something funny, or, you know, maybe not worded it properly, or maybe they're a bit older and they've used a term or a word that you're not allowed to say anymore. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so that's the morning briefing. It's a long one today, isn't it? That's what she said. She was saying it there. All right. I took a really good picture. We went out yesterday for like a smoothie and a bit of ice cream and that. Took a cracking picture of her, but I'd like to put it on my social media, like my Instagram and that, but she doesn't do the social, well, she's got social media accounts, you know, Facebook, Instagram, things like that. But she's not one of them girls, you know. I think she just got them just to connect, you know, with certain people. But like when I go out with her, I say, "Is your phone here? Do you want it?" No, I don't want the phone. Whereas I'm never off, man. You know what I mean? So it's nice. No narcissism. It's very good. And you can actually have a conversation with someone without them being glued to the phone, or, you know, wondering who they're talking to, who the fuck's that, like, you know what I mean? So me, I can always hide behind work. See, I was just KopTalk stuff, you know what I mean? Just browsing fucking Facebook. Oh no, it's work stuff. Nah, Facebook's shite. Anyway, I can't stand Facebook, to be honest with you. X is where I'm at. I like X. It's a great platform. Although my account's broken at the moment, my subscriptions on my account are broken since I got blocked or banned by X. Elon Musk let me back on, you know. I got banned permanently from X for, there was a video clip of Just Stop Oil protesters blocking traffic, and this woman got out of the car at the front. She went, "I've got my young child in the car trying to get to the hospital. Can you let me through, please? He's sick." Wouldn't move. No, we're not moving. Got to be careful what I say, right? So I retweeted that video and said, I'd have got her through regardless of the consequences, meaning like if I get arrested, you know, whatever, I'm taking this sick child and the mum to the hospital. And I got banned, perma-banned from X because of that. Like, the decision is final. So you could appeal. You couldn't appeal, technically. I lodged an appeal or whatever, but every time they kept saying, no, the decision is final. Your account will not be reinstated for threatening behaviour, basically. But it sounded more serious than that. It didn't just say threatening behaviour. It was really like threatening harm, you know, like, and all that. I was like, no, I didn't fucking say that. I said, regardless of the consequences, you know, like, meaning like, you know, like get arrested or something like that, or maybe I might have to nudge someone out of the way a little bit. But the point is, any parent, any person I think watching this video would agree with me. If you don't, you fucking shouldn't be on this channel, that is for sure. Guilt by association. If you're one of them tramps, I don't want to know anything about you. Go and protest, do what you want, and I support the protest, but you lose all my respect and everyone else's respect when someone can't get a sick child to hospital. And if you think that's acceptable to prove a point, yeah, you shouldn't be around here. So, yeah, I got banned, and, you know, Twitter just kept banning me, like, not banning me, refusing me, and I was gutted because I love X. So I wrote to Elon Musk. I fucking did. I wrote to Elon Musk, right? And I sent the same letter, recorded delivery, to every one of his offices where I knew that he worked from, right? Stuck private and confidential on the front, because you never know, secretary might go, oh, maybe he's having an affair, better let him open that. You know what I'm saying? Always put private and confidential on the front if you want the person to open it and not their secretary, all right? Anyway, so I sent it off to Elon, forgot all about it, to be honest. One day I woke up and by accident, I have multiple X accounts on my phone. So I went to jump into Dunk Knows Best for my podcast, and I accidentally clicked on Duncan Oldham, and it opened up. It worked. I was unbanned. So Elon, I like Elon. He's all right, isn't he? All right, I think he's all right. Anyway, I'm off. I'm going now. So today, no streams. I will try and do some videos, but it's my last day with my chick. It could be the last day forever, you don't know. Like I said in that earlier in the video, you know, we've now got to go through that period again, and we've done it before, but, you know, it's been the summer and a lot of time to do things, but now we'll see. We'll see. So it's my last day with her, hopefully just until September. It's only a couple of weeks away, isn't it? And I will be back with you guys. I'll take us to the airport in the morning, and then I'll do my my butcher's run. Go and get Dunk's meat. I get a bone for Remy. I get him a bone all the time, man. He's, bless him. He'll be made up. He gets excited on Saturday mornings. So I'll touch base with you at some point during the day, I hope. If anything comes up news-wise, significant, you do know that I won't ignore that, right? But I'm not going to do a video surface because we've sold some kid to some fucking German team or something like that. Fuck that, I couldn't give a fuck. I just want to know where the money's going, you know what I'm saying? But we'll do a live stream tomorrow morning, so make sure you're around. Yeah, that's it. Saturday night steaming tomorrow night. All right, guys, if you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. If you watched it right through, please drop me a comment. I'd love that. If you want to buy me a beer, I guess it's more the vodka fund now for tomorrow night, then you can hit the super thanks. Or if you want to buy me a sausage, you know what I mean? You can hit the super thanks, and I'll put it to good use tomorrow morning at the butcher's. Yeah. Alright guys, I love you guys, man. Listen, have a great weekend, whatever you're doing. If you're doing anything exciting this weekend, let me know in the comment section. If you're doing nothing, just put nothing done. People say to me every weekend, they go, what are you doing this weekend, Dunk? I go, oh, fucking same as I was doing all week. Every day was fucking same for me. Yeah, let me know what you're doing, guys. All right, have a great weekend. Is there anything you want me to keep an eye on to do with Liverpool? Let me know about that as well. All right? Okay, guys, take care. Have a lovely day.